Hi everyone, I'm Kanupriya and I welcome you all to PWN Talks. For those who are not aware, PWN Talks started last year as a series of meets where women got a platform to talk about their life experiences to motivate and inspire the rest of us. After the success of PWN Talks for Women, we also introduced PWN Talks for Women Entrepreneurs and for Kids. And since we can't have physical meetups now, we've taken this in an online format. Today, we will be in conversation with a lady who has survived a traumatic road accident when she was all of 16 years old. She is the perfect example of you never know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice that you have. Whatever life throws at us, the best we can do is take it in our stride, which is what she did. Now runs a successful pet boarding facility in Powai, is a mom to a cute little boy and a number of fur babies. Without divulging much more details, I would like to invite Sanam from Perfect Pooch to share with us how she faced all of this and more. Welcome, Sanam.
Hi, Kanu. Welcome. Thank you for having me here.
Thanks for joining us. And
Yeah,
believe me, it was my pleasure to have you, and you can say it's my personal reason for calling you here. I
thanks
don't
a
have a
lot.
set of so I don't
Okay,
have a set of fixed questions for you because I want to
okay,
talk to you so much. There's so much to
right,
know about you, and I never
right,
got a chance to. So I
right.
thought this would be a good opportunity for that. So thank you for
Yeah,
coming
sure.
here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Okay, so we'll start with the questions.
Okay.
And so first one is, since I know you since only a few years now, I would like to know a little more about your childhood and how your growing up years were. So can you throw some light on that?
Yeah, okay. So, I grew up in a very middle class Parsi family. Many people won't know this because my Facebook name is Karunakar, so that is my husband's surname. But I was born into a Parsi household, and we were my parents were very open-minded, and we used to have a lot of fun. We grew up at a place at Grant Road, which is called Slater Road, and I went to a all-girls school called Girton High School, which was just like a stone's throw away from my place. It was basically we had to just cross the road and go, and that was my school. And I used to actually joke with some of my other friends that we can hear the bell ringing at the school at our place. So yeah, that was it. Was very simple and very carefree kind of a childhood that we lived.
And you have a sister, right? She's older to you or
Yeah, I
younger?
have a younger sister. She's 3 years younger than me. She's in Canada right now. She's just finished her PhD. So yeah, she's doing well and she's settled very well over there.
Nice. Is she also gonna
Yeah.
gonna watch this?
I don't know. It's pretty early out there right now. Maybe she'll just see the
Hmm.
recording. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So can you like tell us what happened in 1995?
Yeah, so we had in 94 after my 10th exams, we had shifted to Pune, and I was doing my college over there. I was in the Wadia College. I was studying science. I wanted to be a vet. So we were there. And then my grandmother had a scheduled cataract operation. So my parents and it was a holiday time. So we were driving down from Pune. And that is when we had an accident. And an ST bus kind of crashed into us, and yeah, so we were all four of us were in the car, and so was our dog. Her name was Ebony, and she was a Doberman. So it was a very bad accident in the sense that my parents lost their lives. They both passed away the next day, and because of the accident, I sustained a lot of injuries. I have a spinal cord injury, C4, C6, C5, and I'm paralyzed basically chest down. So I have no sensation below my chest. Thankfully, my brain is working well, so I can talk to you today. But everything below my chest down, I need help for. And basic tasks of doing everything at home, like, changing, shifting, even like some simple things like tying up my hair or something like that. I need help with that. So that's how we had the
Okay.
accident, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so you were driving down from Pune to Bombay, you said.
Yeah, yeah. My dad was driving and we were in the car. So my sister was, I don't know, lucky in the sense that her door wasn't locked. So when the SC bus kind of crashed into us, her door opened up and she fell off the car before the car tumbled and spun or whatever. So she sustained a few injuries on her head, some stitches and all. But luckily she got away very. I mean, she didn't get very badly hurt.
And who looked after you after that? I mean, how did you
Uh,
cope with it?
after after the accident, I was in terrible state. Obviously, I had a 9 kg traction in my head, and I had sustained a lot of injuries. My right hand was fractured, my left leg was fractured, my spine was broken into many pieces. So I was in Sancheti Hospital in Pune for about 10-12 days, I think, and I was in a very critical state. But and actually, they had not told me about my parents, that my parents had passed away at that time, because they didn't want to. The doctors were saying that she'll go undergo stress and she won't be able to take it, kind of. So I used to keep asking them that, like, how are they and how are they, and they kept saying that they are in the ICU, they are okay, they are.
Mm,
I mean, they're not well, but they're they're there. Like, they didn't tell me anything about them. And in the meantime, the next day only they had passed away. And then after 10 days, they kind of they wanted to shift me back to Bombay, obviously, because my grandmom, who was the only person who was with us at that time, so she was still living in Bombay, so she had to. I mean, we didn't have any place, like, they didn't know anybody in Pune, so they wanted to shift me back. So she kind of they kind of all came together and told me that, this is what has happened and things like that. And even after that, I still remembered for a long time. I used to just imagine them opening the door and coming. I used to just think it's like a bad dream. You don't, at 16,
yeah,
you don't realize that, you know what has happened to you. You don't realize that, this is like a true thing that has happened to you. You don't
yeah,
think
of
that
course.
it's really happened, like. So yeah, so then they
Yeah.
shifted me to Bombay. I had like a doctor, nurse in the ambulance. It was really hot. It was summertime, so I kind of almost collapsed 20 minutes down the way from the hospital. And the doctor was actually saying that, let's go back, because I might not be able to take the journey. But then my
Yeah.
grandmother and I both said, let's, since we've started, let's just carry on. So then we did go ahead, and then we reached Bombay. I was admitted at Parsi General Hospital. I was in for 11 months. This is where I stayed and I lived. My friends visited. Thankfully, Parsi General Hospital doesn't have any visiting hours, so anybody could come and go. I was in ICU in the beginning for a long time. They did all the surgeries. They did a bone graft on my neck, for my spine. They fixed my fractures, my left leg, and everything. And yeah, then I was shifted into the general, in the normal ward. And yeah, so I spent 11 months in Parsi General Hospital.
And these are your friends from Wadia College.
No, no, these
I
are
mean,
all
your
my Bombay
gang.
friends, my school friends,
Okay.
because Wadia
Okay.
College was in Pune, right? And this was back in
Yeah.
Bombay. So a lot of my
Okay.
school friends
Okay.
who visited me, and other people I knew, my friends from my building. So
Mhm.
all those used to come and stay with me, spend time with me.
And where did you meet your husband?
I didn't really meet him in the beginning. We just had these crank calls that we used to make, because a friend of mine had got hold of his number. She was staying opposite her house. He was staying opposite her house. She got hold of his number, and she used to come to my place to study. So she said, let's just have some fun. And we were teenagers, so We just
Nice.
started calling him up randomly, and that's how the friendship developed. And once he told me he'd come and see me, so he came over, and then things we kind of fell in love, and that's how I met him actually.
Very sweet. So would you like to share with us like how you overcame all the difficulties and the challenges at that time? Whatever you faced, the initial
It
challenges.
initially a few years were very very tough, Kanupriya, because when I was in Parsi General also I was constantly crying. I was depressed. I just wanted to go home. Uh, I used to just make a fuss about everything. I used to fuss
Yeah,
about
you were
taking my
telling me.
medicines. Yeah, so I was not a very cooperative patient. So everybody
Yeah.
knew that, ha, ye room number 21 mein, this girl shouts and screams all the time. So, just be careful, kinds. Because I was in
Yeah.
that state of mind. Every day I used to ask the doctor, can I go home? But my granny was not
Hmm.
confident, whether I will be able to, whether she. So I was saying that our finances were also not great because, suddenly the impact of all the expenses, for my treatment and everything. Obviously, at that point also, it was very expensive keeping me in ICU and then doing all the other therapies and things like that. So all that was very expensive. So finances were very tight, and I'm very thankful to be born into a Parsi household because lots of Parsi trusts and other well-wishers kind of donated. Our Parsi community is a very tight-knit community. So I got a lot
Mhm.
of help from various trusts like WZO, and there is another lady who just passed away. She was like an angel to us, like Silla Vatsha. She helped out my granny a lot with finances and all through her trust. So yeah, that is how we kind of managed to stay afloat. And my granny never left my side. She stayed with me all those 11 months in hospital. She would not go home. Just once in a while she would probably go home and get some clothes or something, but she was with me all the time. Like she was by my side all those 11 months.
That's really nice. I mean, you had that kind of.
Yeah.
Your sister, where was she?
My sister stayed with friends, my mom's friends and all.
Mm-hmm.
She started going back to her old school, to our old school where we were before we had shifted to Pune. She got an admission immediately, and she stayed for that 1 year, one and a half year at different friends' places. So it was very tough for her also because she too had lost her parents, and she was staying with other people and kind of coping. She was also only 13 years old at the time. So
Yeah,
it was quite difficult for her also at that point.
yeah, I'm sure. I'm
Hmm.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, tell us about your motherhood experience.
Oh, motherhood, it has its good times and bad times, like all of us know. It's been great. My son Ryan is 7 years old now, but he's the most precious thing in my life. And yeah, it's going great right now. He's now at a stage where he understands things, so he kind of does his own thing. And in the beginning it was a bit tough for us, especially for me and my husband Suraj, because he was small at that time, so feeding him and all was a problem. Every time Suraj had to wake up and give him to me in my hand, or he had to, like, when he used to cry, he had colic, very bad colic in the first month. So at that time Suraj had to like walk him constantly, and he wouldn't keep quiet, and then we had to rock him. So all the physical things of walking him and cradling him and all those kind of things I couldn't do, obviously, because I'm in this thing. But I couldn't have done it without Suraj, obviously.
Yeah.
He's also been he's like been my rock, and he's been around all the time, and he's helped me through everything. So I always say that without him, I don't know what I would have done all these years. I've been with him for over 20 years now. So
Wow.
we've been married for about 16 years, I think. Yeah, 16, 17 years. So yeah.
Nice, nice. One second. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, do you have what are you doing? So sorry, it was my son. Sorry.
No problem.
Yeah. So I realized magic played an important part in your life, right? To help you come out of everything, and also I think was the driving force behind you starting your venture. So would you like to
Right.
share magic?
Yeah, so like a lot of many years ago, a school friend of mine had done an article about me in the Bombay Times, and after reading that, Shirin Merchant, who is the leading dog behaviorist in India now, she contacted me and she asked me if I wanted to have an assist dog. So at that point of time, my building used to not allow dogs. So I was a little skeptical, but obviously I jumped to it because I was like, we had a dog when we were in Pune and we lost her in the accident. We didn't find her actually where she must have run away. Someone must have got her.
Oh,
So,
oh,
I mean, we had put up ads in the paper and all, but we didn't find her. So,
oh,
yeah, so obviously I jumped to the idea of having another dog in my life because I'm crazy about dogs and animals. So, that was really this thing. So then finally we got to chatting, Shirin and I, and then she kind of told me that she's going to place this black Labrador with me. So that's how magic came into my life. Uh, when magic came into my life, Suraj and I started going to Shirin's house to do some training, learn how to train dogs basically. So we did a course with her at that point in time, and we used to take magic also for the course. So that's how we learned to teach him basic commands as well as assist dog commands like fetching things and giving it opening light switches, putting on the blanket when I need it. There were times in the night where sometimes I would drop a pillow and I would call magic and he would come and pick it up and give it to me. Poor fellow. I had to wake him up from his sleep. But he was like a guardian angel to me. He was, I mean, I know every dog owner says that my dog is the best, but for me, Magic was really the best dog, like, because and when I got him, he was so full of mischief and he was very rowdy. And I told Shirin, "Are you sure this dog? I mean, this dog is going to do all the tasks." And she was like, "I'm confident he's going to be able to do it." So yeah, he was a driving force in like bringing my life back together and kind of um, making me go more outdoors. We used to do a lot of demonstrations in schools to show kids how dogs can help the disabled, how dogs can, how not to be scared of dogs, how to approach a strange dog. We still do that in many schools, like teaching kids
okay.
how to kind of be calm around dogs and things like that. So yeah, we do that as well. So magic was the beginning of my career, the beginning of Perfect
Yeah.
Pooch. Then basically Shirin told me, why don't you start boarding dogs from home? So, and that point of time, it was a very new thing. This was 17 years ago. So there were not many people doing it. I don't think there were any, in fact. And I said, are you sure I'll be able to manage with like, taking care of other dogs and things like that? So she said, I'll send you some clients and you try it out how it goes. And since you're so fond of dogs, maybe, it'll be good to have others around. So I
Yeah.
said, let's give it a shot. At that point in time, I used to do some data entry for a company, and it used to not pay me much. They used to pay me per page or something like that, and it was not really. Um, and I needed to start off my life again. I needed to do something else. So, what better could I do besides being a vet and being around dogs, than do this? So I said, let's give it a shot and let's try it out and see how it goes. So then she started sending, and then people started liking it. So they started recommending, and through word of mouth and all, and that's how the business grew. And then a few years ago, Suraj also joined me in the business. He used to be into recruitment and HR, and the business started doing well. So, and after we had Ryan, I needed him around more. So, he had quit his job much before that, but we realized that he kind of needed to be around more because we had Ryan, and we had to take care of the the business part also because of Perfect Pooch and all. So yeah, so he's also now full time into Perfect Pooch.
That's really nice. I mean, you never know what one thing leads to. I mean, we to keep going,
Exactly.
and then something or the other
Right.
definitely works.
Right.
That's what I
Right.
realize. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, and what are your hobbies? Like, I have seen that you share your motherhood experiences in your blog, and also you started cooking, and what all do you do? Like, I want to know other than
I love cooking. I absolutely love it, and I'm really enjoying doing it right now because I don't have any maid. So
cooking.
I'm kind of sitting on the bed with the induction stove. I know it's not very safe, but
Yeah.
I'm sitting and cooking all the meals on the bed. I'm absolutely loving it because I think if I was not into a pet field or something, I would be have been a chef or something. But I really enjoy
Mhm.
it so much. So I'm quite fond of cooking. I also like painting a lot, but I'm quite moody about it. So when I'm in the mood, I'll sit and create something, but otherwise I'm not too. So the painting thing depends on my mood.
Yeah.
So yeah, so those two
And you're
things I
teaching
really like
your
doing.
child or no? I mean, I see his drawings are really good.
No, he does it all by himself. I don't help him at all. His drawings are
Mhm.
much better than mine now, I think, because he does a pretty good job of them. And I'm also quite amazed, he's doing so well. My mom was very good at art, and so is my sister. So I'm hoping some genes have passed on to him, and he's going to do well in art because he's pretty good. I feel he's pretty good.
Nice. And recently I saw that you went for a diving experience. How was that? I mean, that is something that I tried but I couldn't do. So I would like you to share your
Okay.
experience.
Yeah, so I am not scared of the water at all, but I was just worried about how they're going to put me into the pool and how they are going to kind of get me out because I'm quite overweight. So I was like, a client of mine, Arjun and Shruti, they are both avid divers. So one day they said that they are doing this trial for differently abled and it's the ex-army people who are doing it. So they said that why don't you come and try and experience it? It'll be great for you. I said, are you kidding me? I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm. How are they
They
going to
were
put
making
on
you
all
a
that?
guinea pig.
No, I said, how are they going to put on all that equipment on me? And I mean, I'm overweight. How are they going to handle me and put me in the pool and all? I mean, it's like, I said, I'm not scared of the water at all, but I'm not going to be able to kind of dive into the pool or something like that. So they said, no, they have done this before. They have trained to do this. You just come. And I was constantly saying no, and Suraj kept pushing me. He said, come on, let's do it. It's like a new experience for you. You must try it. I kept saying no, and he kept saying, no, we are going. I don't care, we are going. So I said, okay, fine, we are going. So then that's how I kind of reached there, and really the experience was like amazing. I was really stupid to have said no in the beginning, but the minute they put me in the water, I was feeling so weightless, and I was feeling because when you're not able to walk for all these years, for like 20-25 years, and then suddenly you're put into a pool where you can move at least some, like on your own, at least a bit, then you feel
Yeah.
like really, you feel like you are able to do something on your own, like.
Yeah.
So it was a
You
really
don't feel
great
you're on Earth.
experience for me. Pardon?
Maybe I'm saying maybe you don't feel like you're on Earth. Like you
Yeah,
are
yeah. And it was
together.
amazing, like, to be in a pool. I used to swim a lot as a kid, like, and I was
Okay.
pretty good at. We used to go to IMCA for swimming and all. Every vacation time, we used to take a month's membership, and we used to be at the pool in the mornings with my
Oh.
friends. So I was very fond of swimming. So after all these years, to just get into the pool again, it was it was a really great feeling, absolutely great feeling.
Really incredible because I went to try it out in Port Blair, but I was like, no, I give up.
Okay, so actually, before all this thing happened, these guys were actually planning to do a trip to Andaman and all that, and they
Mhm.
were getting sponsors and all. So I was really looking forward to, but now this coronavirus thing has come up, so I don't know when that's going to happen. But
Okay.
yeah, so they were planning a sea dive also, which I was very enthusiastic about attending. So
Mhm.
yeah, let's see in the future once everything
Yeah,
is
now
settled.
so obviously you
Yeah,
can do
yeah,
many more types. I mean, this was like just
right, right.
yeah. So talking to you, I realized so many things, Sanam. Like I know you since some time, but we haven't chatted like this before. That
Right,
there are things which people can't do. I mean, like having all their legs and hands working, and like even me for that matter, can't do so many of these things. And how you've taken up the challenges, I mean, it's incredible. Like you are talking about cooking and loving it, and people are cribbing that they don't have house help at this time. So it's
right.
like really, incredible. So would you like to share us how you get this kind of motivation? I mean, what keeps you
Um, Motivation in the sense, it's just like there is no other way out, right? So
yeah,
it's better to be happy and to live your life in whatever best way you can, rather than crib and cry about it, you know. So I mean, I can be depressed, I can be sad, I can be crying all the time, but how is that going to help me? How is that
yeah,
going to help everybody around me? I can be in a bad I can be in a bad mood and things like that. Obviously, I'm also human. I also get my bad moods and all
yeah,
that. But what I'm saying is, constantly, if you're in that kind of a frame of mind, then you're kind of not going to be able to do anything in your life. So you need to get over the fact that, okay, this is the situation. You have to deal with it. This is how I have kind of dealt with everything that is going on, you know. So I've realized that this is the situation I'm in. Okay, I can't walk. What are the other things that I can do? So focus on
yeah,
the things that you can do, and kind of build on that, you know. So,
yeah,
and in the beginning, frankly, I tell you, I've in when we had Ryan also, we had him through surrogacy. So before we had Ryan, we were approaching a lot of adoption agencies, because Suraj and I thought we'll adopt a child, since I can't conceive one, and I won't be able to go through the whole process. So I went to so many adoption agencies, and they refused to give us a kid, because they said I would not be a fit mother. you know
oh,
I can't take care of myself, so I will not be able to take care of a child. Okay, so
yeah,
I don't think that is the right approach. There are so
yeah,
many kids that
yeah,
need homes, and we were ready
yeah.
to give a home to such a kid that who needed a home.
And
And
you are so much at your thing. I mean, I know how much you and Suraj put in efforts for your child. I mean, really.
exactly, I mean, you can't judge, like, obviously the whole
Yeah,
process and everything has been tough. It has been really tough, but it's not that I'm going to I mean, not look after my child or something like that, you
exactly.
know. So
Yeah.
people, I don't blame them also to some extent, because
Mm-hmm.
they don't know to what extent you are capable of doing
Yeah.
what that other person is capable of doing, you know. So
Hmm.
that is my thing, you know. You need to clear your head and think straight, and know that, this is what is in front of me. There is no use crying and cribbing about what has happened and what is going to happen and things like that. You have to live each day at a time, and you have to kind of focus on what you can do. In the
Yeah.
beginning,
Like,
I couldn't write, I couldn't hold a pen. So I started putting a pen in the middle of my finger and trying to figure out how I could do it. And I paint also like that now, and things like that. So there are some things that I can't do. Like if I'm in a sleeping position and I want to sit up, I can't do that. I need help for that. So I have accepted that there are some things that I need help for, and I'll have to ask for help always for
yeah.
those things. But those things that I can do, I will do. So that's it.
Yeah, the good thing is that you are focusing on the strengths and like how it is said, count your blessings. So that is what
Exactly. Count your
you
blessings.
always do.
Yeah. And my blessings right now are my sister who's in the US, and my husband and my little son. So they are constantly worried about me, asking about me, and obviously all the friends who have been so close to me. I have some really good friends in my building now. Five mothers who are my friends, my Ryan's friends' mothers. So we call we've made a WhatsApp group and we call them Famous Five because there are five kids. So all of them, connecting, because I'm not a very people person. I'm like, I keep telling everybody I'm social on social media, but otherwise I'm not very social. So so it's good to get connected now through Ryan. I have got connected to so many other people. Because of him, I've started speaking to other people. So it's good. That also
Yeah.
keeps me occupied and keeps me a sane kind of. Talking to other people also makes you feel good.
Yeah. Anita wants
Yeah.
to know what's written on your tattoo. She's
Be happy. It says be
oh,
happy. It says
wow,
be happy.
nice.
So yeah,
When did
that's
you get it
what
done?
I actually got it done at home only. There was a person who had come home and did it for me. So yeah, I did it at home.
Really cool. So,
Thanks.
another thing I want to ask you is, Sanam, that what, according to you, do you think is what should be done for differently abled people right now in our country? Like, what are the things that are lacking and should be taken care of? And have you also taken some steps in that direction? Like, raised your
Oh,
voice?
there are lots of things need to be done. There are no ramps everywhere. But I can
Mhm.
say that things are improving in the sense that at least the new establishments are putting in an effort. Like sometime last year, I had gone to PVR and they had a folding ramp that they pulled out for me, even though it was just one step. But such things, you feel that okay, fine, they are concerned. But
Yeah.
obviously, in the older buildings and older, like in the old place I used to stay at Grant Road, we had a very old style lift, and
Mhm.
it would not fit my wheelchair in and all that. So things like, although we did have a lift, but it was not very accessible as such. So yeah, so
But
some things like that need to be changed, like restaurants and all. Even some of the newer restaurants that come up, they don't have a simple ramp placed. It's a very simple attachment. It doesn't even need to be an attachment. It's just something very removable that you can get made. I think
Mhm.
some restaurants in Powai have done a great job, like Mirchi and Maim and all. They have these collapsible ramps and all that we can use. So even basic things like that, the country is lacking in, and also the roads are pretty bad. So going out on your own, it doesn't make any sense. And then I have to plan my trips, like call up if I'm going to a restaurant or something, I have to call up in advance and ask, are there steps over there? And sometimes they don't
Yeah.
understand, and it becomes a little bit of a difficulty. Like last year, I was called by this agency and they said that there was going to they wanted to do some interview with me or something. And I
Yeah, yeah, I
like
remember.
confirmed with that lady like many
Yeah.
times, but she said, yeah, yeah, there is a ramp. And then I reached there and I saw that there were 4 or 5 steps to go up to the place.
Mhm.
And so, I mean, people don't understand. And they find it quite casual, हम लोग आपको
Correct.
उठा लेंगे. अरे but क्यों
Mhm.
उठा लेंगे? Why? I don't want to be lifted up. Like,
Mhm.
I don't want that anymore. I have a very heavy wheelchair. It's a motorized wheelchair and it's very heavy. And I'm heavy on the top of it. I don't feel comfortable being lifted up like luggage or
Yeah.
something. No, I mean, like it's not very good thing. I don't want to get lifted
Yeah.
up. So, you know, and if you're confirming with me that there is going to be a ramp, there should be a ramp. So
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
things are very, very simple things that need to be done, but they are like completely lacking.
Yeah. But I'm sure, like,
Hmm.
people like you will raise voice. You meaning influential people, and a lot of people will raise voice and
Yeah,
things.
there are people who are doing a lot of great work and they're trying to
Virali,
pardon.
Virali is there, right?
Yeah,
And
Virali Modi is there. She's doing a
yeah.
lot about all
Mhm.
of the train ramps and things like that she
Yeah.
has done. So yeah, there are a lot of people who are trying to do things. So yeah, hopefully we'll get there soon.
Yeah. Anita is asking something in, I think, Parsi language.
Okay,
So,
I can't see from you. I
okay,
can't
so
see the comments.
I'll reply to her later. So, do
Okay.
you, share something more with the viewers? Like, do you want to like share some inspiring thing with them
Uh,
as a
Nothing
woman?
really inspiring. Like you just live your life as well as you can. Now I've got my business. I've got Perfect Pooch, which I started, and I'm kind of managing that from home. So find something that you love and find something that you really care to do, and take up a hobby or something like that. And you need to kind of focus on, as I said, focus on the things that you can do, and kind of go ahead in life that way.
Yeah. So what I actually learned from today's chat is that firstly, it's nothing like a person is strong or not strong. When you don't have any other choice, then you have to be strong. I mean, what can you do about it? And
Yeah,
secondly, yeah, exactly. Like how you have faced everything. So that's how it is. And secondly, that one should actually focus on the brighter side and, not just crib about what is missing. And Sanam, I think you
right,
have done that perfectly, and especially the support that you have from your husband and your son is also incredible. I mean, that also gets the credit here, right?
right, definitely.
So Anita is asking, are you going to do Ryan's Navjot?
Yeah, we were planning on doing the Navjot, but let's see how things shape up. The plan was on, but yeah. So let's see
So
how
what is
things happen
Navjot?
now. Once Navjot is like a thread ceremony that Parsis do to kind of initiate into the religion.
Okay.
So yeah, so he was very keen on it. He wanted to get it done. So yeah, we are planning to do it. Yeah.
Nice. Shruti says that there's no need for a message from Sanam because she herself is an inspiration.
Thank you so much, Shruti. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's really true. I mean, really. I mean, I'm so happy to have had this chat with you, Sanam. Like, yeah, like we haven't talked at all. So I was like, this is one chance I
Yeah,
want.
we just meet at birthday parties and kind of hi, hello. We don't really
Yeah, but
uh,
I meet
get to.
Suraj here and
Yeah,
there.
yeah. You meet everybody meets Suraj more than they meet me. So yeah.
Yeah, but thank you so much, Sanam, for being here
Thanks
with
a lot.
me.
Thank
And
you very much.
everybody's learned a lot today. I'm really sure of that.
Thank you. Thanks
So
so much.
feel
Thanks
free
a
to
lot
share
for
your
having me.
no problem.
Thank
And
you. Thank you, Kanu.
thank you everyone for joining us today. Bye bye. See you
Thank
next
you. Bye. Bye.
time. Bye.